call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thanks for coming, everybody. And I must apologize in advance. I'm suffering from a cold, so cough drops, Kleenexes. And sorry, Mom, that now you know why I haven't visited you in the past couple days. Roll call vote, please.
Joanne Shirkey.
Here.
John Horvath.
Here.
Cindy Valentine here. Artie Bryson.
Here.
Tom Kruger.
Here.
Tom Fetter.
Here.
Karen Straffen. Here.
Okay, we're all present. First thing on the agenda is our bills payable.
Make a motion to pay the bills payable in the amount of $76,755.34.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote, please.
John Horvath.
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes. Artie Bryson.
Yes.
Tom Kruger.
Yes.
Tom Fetter.
Yes.
Karen Straffen. Yes. Joanne Shirkey.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next, we have any public comments relating to anything on the agenda. Public comments that we have anything on the agenda? Seeing none, let's move right into the consent agenda. Entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion
Okay.
that we accept it as presented.
Okay, we have a motion from John. Do we have support?
Support.
Okay, we have a motion and support for the consent agenda as presented. Any discussion?
Yes. I have a question on page 2 of the minutes. Motion 4 by Fetter, supported by Straffen. Approve resolution 2016-14. Reduce set salary for treasurer to $28,000 with provisions for $40,000. But I believe Mr. Fetter put the provision in that when the bank reconciliations are brought back in-house, rather than paying $12,000 for the accountants to do it,
It would go back to 40.
it would go, yeah. But I would like that addition put in because I
Didn't
think,
you support that too?
yes, I
Yeah.
did.
Instead of Straffen?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you added that on instead of just leaving it blank for the record, so that it's in
Right.
for the record.
Okay, anything else?
Got it?
Okay, all in favor of the consent agenda, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next is the supervisor's report, and like I said, I got a good cold, so I'll fumble through this best I can.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
Yeah, right.
Support.
We're going, the addition with the police station is going pretty good. We have the inside walls roughed in. Pretty soon we're going to be doing most of the plumbing and rough electricals installed, and we're going to be doing the drywall soon. And I'm actually been working pretty hard on the budget process, getting quotes on things that we have coming up. And been doing a lot of work also with the phone upgrades and the upgrades on the dispatch system. Had initial meetings with some of our unions, and we actually have kind of a verbal commitment. I'm not going to say commitment, but understanding with 2 of the unions, and I have the initial meetings with the other 3 set up. And we'll be getting some contract language here in a little bit for us to look at and approve. Again, we have the movie in the park, May 21st, Finding Nemo we're gonna show. And then again, that's sponsored by our insurance company for our liability, Saf and Saf, so,
Nickel and Saf.
or Nickel, no,
No,
Saf
Saf
and
and Saf,
Saf and Saf.
yeah.
I did go to the, I think you are right. You write the checks, right? I think, or I went to the Michigan Association of Township Supervisors this past week up north, and actually got sick up there, and I missed about a third of it, but it was well worth it. The Crispin drain, that's back in play. Had a conference call today on it. They're actually going to start doing some of the plantings on it, the last phase, this week. And they'll be popping around here, not started today, probably tomorrow. And they're probably going to start doing the gradings on the dump sites mid-May, depending on weather and how things dry out. But they're going to be running around here this next month and hopefully finishing that project up. That was a big one. This is kind of interesting. Got a call last week from this fellow from Reuters News, national news. Actually, it's international. They're based out of London. And they did an article on Elginak and Clay Township. Oddly enough, he called me up, and the whole basis of the article was Elginak and Clay Township had the widest margin of victories for the non-traditional candidates in the presidential primary, i.e. Trump or Bernie Sanders. And I said, what do you mean the widest margin of victory? He goes, the widest margin of victory in the whole country. And usually most of, like Trump would win and Hillary would win in a place, or Bernie would win and then Cruz or somebody else. But both Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump won here by the widest margin. And so his name was Jonathan Allen, and he's been around here for the past week. He left today, actually. I know he was hitting a lot of the restaurants. He went to the Clay Elginak Maritime Museum and talked to all those folks there. He was in Kay's restaurant. I took him around Saturday and Friday and Saturday. Gave him a pretty good tour of the township and had him over on the island. And it was very interesting to talk to, but go figure, we're the most non-traditional voters in the whole country.
Oh, is that a surprise?
Yeah, exactly. So, but I thought that was worth mentioning. It is going to be nationally or internationally syndicated article, and he'll let me know when it's out. But with Reuters, New York Times, papers all over the country pick it up. And he told me he had 8,500 words for the article, and then he'll probably do a larger article. They usually do a election magazine that they have at the conventions and everything. So that was just kind of interesting, I thought. I'm going to have something for our board, probably our next meeting. The state's mandating that we have asset management plans in place for both our water and our sewer systems by January 1, 2008, which means we have to start working on it this next budget and even a little bit before. And so we're getting quotes from Project Control to assist us with that. And everything for most everything for the sewer side should be reimbursed by our SAW grant that we have. But on the water side, we will be responsible for that. DNR got some, actually the head of the DNR is coming out here And about 4 or 5 of the higher-ups, they're going to be touring Clay Township May 11th. Actually, they're going for a helicopter ride over all the marshes. We have it arranged with a helicopter, a state police helicopter. And after that, they're going to meet with me over a couple things. Haven't even seen the agenda. But I'm glad to announce that the refuge on Harson's Island, all the DNR property, in the past, the refuge was no access whatsoever any time of the year. And then the rest of it was pretty much only access only during hunting season. Well, they opened it up. 5 years ago, we kind of requested this and they laughed at us. And but now it's a reality. The only time the refuge is going to be off limits is a month before the hunting season starts and through the end of hunting season.
You're talking about the zones, not the refuge.
The refuge too.
The refuge.
The refuge and the zones.
Make sure.
Well, no, it is. Now, don't run over there tomorrow.
There's no.
Part of the 11th is how we're going to open it up to the public. We need to get some proper signage up there first. And I'm going to be working with Lori Eschenberg from, she's does the green trails and the blue trails for the county. I'm getting proper signages up. And it's going to take a little bit of education of the public, so. But I think that's great for anyone that's into bird watching, Audubon type people. The wealth or the wildlife in that area is just enormous, and varieties is incredible. So you'll be able to go on the dikes. You'll actually be able to walk from the middle channel all the way to the south channel on dikes. Pretty cool. Also in the process of getting quotes from our auditors for the upcoming year, and that's also going to include quarterly reviews of our month-end closing processes. And let's see. Upcoming events, May 7th is St. John's Marsh Cleanup. May 8th is the second annual Color Out Cancer Run. May 14th is the U.S. Post Office Food Drive. They do the can drive, leave food out for the postal carriers, and they'll take care of that for us. May 17th, we're having a road commission, county road commission meeting here at 7 o'clock. And then I mentioned May 21st is movie in the park. I did want to mention a couple other things. We got a memo today, of course. I mean, everyone on this board knows that the Flamingo Bridge needs to be replaced, which we are taking steps to do that. We do have a federal grant to do so. Merrill Street's bridge is actually going to start May 7th or this fall, and we're hoping a year from now, but we don't know for sure yet. The Flamingo, but they put a capacity weight limit for a single axle 16-ton, double axle 23-ton, triple axle 40-ton on it. And I did want to mention too, we did get a couple thank yous for our police for doing the property watch for people who were in Florida or wherever they were. And we had a little police incident, not incident, but our next meeting, we'll have a full report at our next meeting, but there's a ongoing investigation. One of our police officers actually caught a suspect, a homicide suspect from Missouri. And he noticed him, and the guy wasn't acting quite right, and pulled him over, and yeah, there's just an investigation going on. That's all I can really say right now. and we'll have a full report next meeting. The people of the police departments from Missouri actually drove out here in their what's it called there?
Expedited.
Yeah, they're shipping them back, and they got the car, they're towing the car, and I have all the evidence and everything, so kudos to our police department for finding that, so. All right, that's all I have, so thank you for going through that. Unfinished business, we still have that zoning amendment, and I'd love to postpone that one more time, because it just didn't get done. So I'll entertain a motion, please.
I'll make a motion that it be postponed until the planner shows up
Right.
and explains.
Okay.
Support.
Have a motion and support. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. New business, we gotta set some workshop dates for our budget for. Didn't we have some tentative ones? I can't remember, it was, there were Fridays.
Here's the calendar.
20th,
There
was one
were
of them
some
the 20th
tentative
or
ones.
something?
It was the 6th and 20th on Fridays. I don't know what day works best for everybody. It was just something I threw out. We did them on Fridays last year at 11, I think.
So before it really gets organized for a presentation, it'd probably be, the third week in May. And I can shoot a hard copy out to everyone before that if you wanted to.
We have to have the
What
public
day in
hearing by
that third
June
week?
20th.
Setting the days?
As he's saying.
Yeah, we have to have the public hearing by June 20th
He's not saying that.
And you're gonna be ready by the third week?
in May to start.
We do the first one May 20th for the initial?
Well, I can't be here. I said that last week.
Okay, so May 27th?
Does May 27th work?
That's the
That's
Friday
Memorial
before
weekend.
Memorial, just so everybody knows. I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
I mean,
What time would you have it? Morning sometime?
morning, 11?
Middle of the afternoon, huh?
Huh? 10?
Middle of the afternoon.
I don't have a problem. 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock?
Whatever's good for everybody else, I can make it.
And then, how's June 10th? At 10 o'clock. Does that work?
Yep.
Okay, so we
Think about it
set them.
When you get a chance.
Well, I'll make the motion that we set our workshop, our budget workshop dates for May 27th at 10 a.m. and June 10th at 10 a.m.
Support.
Okay, a motion support.
Thank you.
All in favor? Oh, any more discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, and those are public meetings, as everything is, so if you're bored that day, come here and be bored or. Okay, gotta set the budget public hearing date for June 20th, 7:30 PM.
I'll make a motion to set the budget public hearing date to June 20th at 7:30.
Support.
Okay, motion and support, any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right, we have before us some quotes for new lawnmower, zero radius with a collection hopper. Does anybody have any questions or?
It's a budgeted item, correct?
Yes.
I have no problem. I'll make a motion that we purchase the lawnmower for $9,909 from Zimmer's.
Support?
Okay, we have motion and support to purchase the quoted zero radius mower from Zimmer's sale, $9,909. Any more discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have a quote from the St. Clair County Road Commission for seal patching. And the same as last year. Basically, we give them a blanket and we do it as needed. And the last 3 years, we haven't come close to it, but we have it so we can take care of road issues as they arise. I'll entertain a motion, please.
I'll make a motion that we approve the seal patching for $15,000 by the St. Clair County Road Commission.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any more discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote, please.
Artie Bryson?
Yes.
Tom Kruger?
Yes.
Tom Fetter?
Yes.
Karen Straffen?
Yes.
Joanne Shirkey?
Yes.
John Horvath?
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes.
Okay, motion carries. Same thing, we have a $25,000 work order for rubber crack repairs on various roads in Clay Township as needed. And this is the same thing, I think last year we maybe hit about 15,000. Quite honestly, the more we have of this type of work done, is the less that we have. It extends the life of our roads for quite a bit, so this money is well spent. And we did, on our tour, we did actually see quite a few roads that do need the rubber sealing, so. Entertain a motion?
Make a motion, we approve the work order for $25,000 for rubber crack repair on various local hard surface roads in Clay Township as needed.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any more discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote, please.
Tom Kruger?
Yes.
Tom Fetter?
Yes.
Karen Straffen?
Yes.
Joanne Shirkey?
Yes.
John Horvath?
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes. Artie Bryson?
Yes. Okay, motion passes. 6, fire department, new hires, part-time. You want to take it away there, Daryl?
Yeah, I'm coming to you to looking to hire 7 more personnel, part-time. 4 of them are paramedics and 3 are EMT. All but 1 has their fire 1 and 2.
Okay,
Still having a difficult time filling that schedule.
yep, that's what we figured. So, and you've interviewed all these people and,
I have a few questions that I'd like to ask you or present to you. 3 of the 7 completed their application properly, all of them, and 4 of them did not. And some of them are minor things, they didn't sign it, there's no signature, or don't have a license verification. And it would be hard for me to approve the ones that did not fill out maybe education or different parts of the application, because it's an important job, and I think we should have all that information up to date, especially their signature of authorization and understanding. So rather than just pick out the ones that didn't do it properly, perhaps you could take care of that and bring it back to the next meeting
I can do that.
and have pass their things back to them and show them where they're deficit in their application. Because as I
that
say,
or we can hire them upon completion.
yeah, but I would want to see that. I would want to see it.
See, I mean, I gotta kind of agree with you. They should at least sign their name, Daryl. You know, I mean, if
Yeah,
it's,
I believe there was 2 that didn't sign their name. And there's plenty more paperwork to be filled out and signed.
Yeah.
I figured we'd just get it taken care of then, but, We can do it.
And there was one person, and it was very incomplete. It was just, like,
Well,
but I wouldn't want to publicly
no, which one?
discuss that.
Right, how far down? Second, third, fourth?
Fifth. The fifth one.
Yep, not signed.
That's very incomplete. And the last one doesn't have any reference to where they worked, no license, incomplete, verification, no signature,
Okay,
no signature for 3, and no education for 4. So there's, a few of them, as I say, four of them that did not. And I just think that it's important that they,
so we're good with
Take
the
care of
other
it.
4, right?
the other 3, just 3.
Other 3.
3 of 7, three,
First
the other 3.
First 3?
1, 2, and 6.
6, that's what I thought.
So 1, 2, and 6 would be okay.
I make a motion that we hire Dustin, I'll just say their first names, Joseph and Georgiana, part-time for our fire department.
I can go along with that, I can support that, but then I would like to see the others come back to us for the next meeting.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any more discussion?
Daryl, I just have, one of these, I wouldn't have a clue. They abbreviate. I don't really have, I'll show you later. Don't have a clue what what those 3 letters are. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, any more discussion? So we have a motion to hire Dustin Joseph and Georgiana for part-time fire department. All in favor
I-
signify,
Okay, I supported that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, motion carries. Thanks, Daryl. Okay, moving right along, we have public comments. Do we have anyone that would like to make any public comments at this time? Need that Jeopardy music going. Okay, no public comments. Board member comments.
When I was coming across.
Joanne, would you like to speak?
You always usually come down this way. The garbage truck was on the ferry at 6:30.
Broke down.
Broke down, according to the deckhand. And they're going to come back tomorrow to pick up what garbage they didn't get. They missed LaCroix, Columbine, Green Drive, parts of Green Drive. And so the people know that leave the garbage out.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Horvath.
That was my call to you this morning, but I happened to go to K-Pac today. And on the back of a hook is another one of those Intera trucks.
Yeah, they're having a bad week.
And then the other thing is that they just gravelled Stewart Road. And I just observed, and it appears that the road is probably still 2 or 3 inches lower than the side of the road.
Is that right?
Yeah, just you
Yeah.
go look and,
I will.
but,
Yeah, they're starting to do it, but it's been so wet,
yeah.
so it is what it is. But we are gonna be doing hauling a lot of stone on our roads on both sides of the river.
And that-
More so than we ever had before.
That Stewart Road though is they use that road, believe it
Oh,
or
yeah.
not, a lot
Oh, it does.
to cut across.
Yep.
The other one, Vokes and that, or not Vokes, but, well,
Crispin.
everybody calls it different. It used to be the old Crispin Ames Road. That's rougher than a cob.
Yeah, I know. That one's gonna get actually double, so. Cindy?
Nope.
No? You, Karen?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things. I was reading this Green Center thing. And like one thing, under food, it says, the Algonac leaders have asked to provide much-needed support. Do we know what Algonac leaders think that we need more food pantries?
Well, that's not really township business, but yeah, I'll comment on that.
Well, I mean, because you seem to be in all the meetings.
Right, well, there's only been two, and I was at them. They're talking about utilizing, they have a grant, there's a grant to feed needy families 365 days a year. Yep, the Community Foundation already has. And they're talking about maybe incorporating with that somehow. It's just purely brainstorming right now, nothing definitive. Yeah, it's just, there's a need. Over half the kids in our school system, like it or not, over half the kids in our school system are on the free lunch program. And a lot of those, that's the only place where they get a decent meal is at school. So they're just looking to address that situation.
Okay, then I guess you brought up, you said this is not a township thing. So,
Well, it's just something I was doing on my own, and I thought the board would be wanting to know about it.
well, we do, and I guess reading this, it gives me 100 more questions.
Okay, what are you doing Friday?
Huh?
Doing anything Friday? You want to go on a
Field trip.
field trip and see a couple of their locations?
Oh, no, we have
Okay.
International Armed Forces.
I know we were FOIA'd on my emails about this, and actually the lady that I called who did the FOIA, and I invited her too. I hope she comes, but we're not trying to, nothing's being behind closed doors here. We're just trying to get it organized. I think we're going to have another meeting and going to open it up to the whole public soon, and it is what it is, so.
So, okay, I guess I'm not sure. Okay.
It's just an organization that wants to, they want to address the needs of our community, and they have in other places. And from what I can see so far, it's worked out very well in those other places. And our community has needs.
Okay, I guess, okay, I just had a lot. I mean, like I know
Well,
homelessness.
that's not a need here.
Okay, that's one of their initiatives. I'm assuming this book is what they want to do here.
No. What they're going to do here
Okay,
is
now-
assess our needs for our community and address them. And they're going to want input from our community as to what those needs are, and they're going to try their best to meet those needs.
Okay.
They've gone into other communities where homeless was an issue.
Oh, I'm not saying.
Right.
But it's just when we got this and it addresses all in Algonac, and then as I was reading through and I was asking questions, so this does not pertain,
That's what they did in other places.
okay, because that didn't kind of sound it when it kept addressing Algonac.
Right. So, and, they asked a few of us what the needs are, and I told them what I thought, and Dr. Stricker told me what they thought, some people from Algonac did, and we're gonna expand on that and give more people a chance to address what needs that, they feel that we need. I told them flat out, our senior citizens, they need senior citizens programs, and there was granular talks about having an art studio for seniors and for kids. We had granular talks about putting in a wood shop. I told them there's a lot of retired people that used to work at Chris Craft and things. They would love to teach kids how to do things with wood and teach stuff. We need to make more, or some people more employable, teach them how to be drywallers or things like that. It's endless, really, what can be done.
Okay, and then you just brought up one thing. You said the senior centers, and I know we have the ones here, one on the island and one here, which we do donate to, don't we give money?
No, they meet at the Lions Hall, but the senior citizen is actually in Marine City.
Okay, but didn't we give them money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else? Tom?
Yeah, I wanted to pull a couple things out of the consent agenda. I think that we should probably let everybody know about. The township received a letter from Daryl McIntyre from Environmental Consultants Incorporated. Knew the company, who's in a partnership with DTE. And what they do is, they're the company that trims the trees and the vegetation away from the power distribution system, from the power lines. And it went through, and I know some of my neighbors had issues in the past where they weren't notified, and they came back to half a pine tree. And this company here says that they're going to make sure that all the homeowners are contacted. They're going to make several attempts. Let's see here. No trees will be marked for removal without a signed tree removal agreement card. So,
Right.
if that gives anybody a little ease about it. And then also I wanted to pull out the Clay Township Police Department received 3 thank you notes from 3 different families that have been away. Our police department does provide security and welfare checks. Excuse me. If you are leaving town for a lengthy amount of time, or, I mean, even on a weekend, give dispatch a call and let them know your address, and the officers will put you on a list, and they will come through and check your property. I know you can even request that they walk your property if you'd like. And when you do return, the police department does provide you with a report as to when the officers were there, what they saw, and if they do see anything out of the ordinary, they will contact you or chase people down and arrest them if they're stealing your stuff. So
I
it's a
don't
good-
believe you need to request that they walk your property.
No, they do.
They do.
Oh,
They do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Well,
And
it's a great service that the police department provides, so.
it is, I was kind of laughing a little bit because we've had a couple instances where people come home early and they don't tell the police department. I don't have to go any further what happens. So, but yeah, it is a great service. And also another service, well, they have several, but.
That and the Craigslist.
Yeah, I was going to say the
Sales.
safe zone for doing any kind of exchange lists, from either Craigslist or, if you're just selling a car out of your paper, do the exchange here. Everything's videotaped, and there are instances where carjackings happen and things, God forbid, that when you're doing an exchange with strangers, and it's a lot less likelihood for anything to happen in a police station
The
than it
lobby of
is.
a police station.
Yeah, than it is in your backyard or someplace else, so, thank you. Tom?
Nothing.
Nothing? Trying to think, I don't think I have anything either, just I hope it gets warmer sooner, and I'm tired of this cold, so. Next meeting will be at the Harson's Island Lions Hall, Monday, May 16th. I do think we have our public hearings for our soil permits that meeting too.
Yes, we do.
So anything on the agenda for next meeting anyone can think of right away? Let me know if you have anything.
I'd like an update on that refuge
Yeah, well,
thing over on the island.
like I say,
because
I'm meeting with them the 11th. And,
I think maybe the dikes around it
Yeah, I was
But then
shocked.
again, who's gonna wanna go and run through
No.
a corn, growing
Right.
cornfield
Yeah,
in the
it's
middle of
dry.
summertime?
It's dry in the summer.
Right.
You know, that's their thinking. But, you know, it's gonna be open for kayaking and walking. I think it's a great thing. The more we can have our natural resources available to our citizens is better for us, so. All right, other than that, make a,
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, thanks for coming, everybody.
Carol,
All these people know you said a P.
Carol,